What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. I want to welcome new and old subscribers alike. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. For the new viewers, click the bell so you get all the notifications whenever I upload a new video. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about this concept where many of us may have forgotten about it or tend to not even think about. And that's the concept of, boyfriend, even if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, but this is more so for married people, husband and wife who've been together for some time and may have, just grown out of this. But we should be couples as far as happiness goes. You should be like children. And what do I mean when I say that? I mean, as far as children goes, children are generally, they're fun, they're carefree, they're curious about things. They just have a free spirit, all together. And they have what many people know of and they refer to, which is the beauty of children, is children have unconditional love. Regardless of what's going on, they have unconditional love towards their parents and others. They may joke on each other, which is another thing that's beautiful about kids, is they joke and they play around. A child is not mostly, but they're free of pride. And as adults, we're trained and conditioned in society as far as certain roles and stereotypes that we have to follow. And we just become, more serious. I mean, as we should to a certain extent. But we tend to, many of us, forget about the fun times we had as a child. And what's common amongst us when we think about it is when we recollect memories or reminisce about childhood, for some of us, for most of us, I would think, there has to be some happy thoughts and happy memories about your childhood. I'm sitting back here thinking about Peter Pan and happy thoughts and all this stuff like that. But when you remember these things and you reminisce about certain things as a child, it tends to bring a smile to your face and you think about these things. So just imagine those times that you had as a child and you're living this life with your significant other, doing these same things, play fighting, joking around, pranking each other, pinching, just being inquisitive as far as what's going on with your significant other, finding out, what's going on with them, just questioning more so. Just doing things, that children tend to do, going, outdoors types things, exploring, just forgetting that you're an adult for once and being carefree. And I think that's one of the significance. I just thought about that, the whole Peter Pan thing. That's one of the significant things about, Neverland and, thinking happy thoughts for them to be able to fly and, remembering things as a child and not wanting to grow up because of the nature of a child. And another thing about children is that they're free of malice and, wanting to, really harm someone else, or basically to be bossy over someone else, which tends to happen in marriage and relationships. Whether it be the man or the woman, tends to take some type of authority position where they want to be over the next one. Children just get along just fine, without wanting to be the head chief, head honcho, whatever you want to call it. They have this about them. They don't have, so to speak, an evil spirit to them that makes them want to intentionally harm someone, or they don't have malice in their hearts. They might throw tantrums and things like that. But as far as when we become adults, some of us lose our temper and we get to that point where we want to hurt each other, or we want to, uh, not want to, but we sometimes, dysfunctional ones do. They'll upset their significant other, or intentionally try to upset their significant other, which is a whole different set of problems altogether. And that's the beauty of, just to get back to that, and not to get on the, I'm gonna get on the biblical side of things. Jesus, and I'll relate this to that, because I thought about this when I was thinking about this topic. Jesus speaks of this in Matthew, about those who want to make it into heaven need to humble themselves to enter the kingdom of heaven. And he brought a child forth at that point. And if you study the lifestyle of Jesus, Jesus was always, even though at times he was serious, he was always a happy, carefree man. He was joking. He would joke with the disciples, play around, things of that nature, but he was always happy and greeted them, with peace and everything and things of that nature. So this is just a few things that, resonates. I know one of the companions of the messenger, he said that a man should be like a child with his wife. In that same sense, a man should be like a child with his wife, but when she needs him to be, he should be as a man. And what he was saying by saying that is, when it comes to adult situations or adult themed things that require a man to be a man, then he should act in that capacity. But other than that, around the household, when he's in the presence of his wife, any of those times, he should be like a child. The way a child loves his mother, or the way a child loves his parent, that love unconditionally should be for his spouse. He should, the way a child adorns a toy or adorns candy, that's the way he or she should treat their spouse, with that same love. And I think if it came to that in relationships, a lot of relationships, it would we would see an incredible change, as far as there not being any problems. Well, not being any problems, but the problems would, decrease greatly, with that. And there's something I always thought of, which I used to say a lot, is along with that, what if people, even including, this is people in general, but as far as your spouse, husband and wife, what if you treated them as if every day was their birthday? Which is a lot of people, especially for children, that's like the happiest day of all besides Christmas. But if you treated that person every day like it was their birthday, or even on the flip side, if it was their last day on earth, what if you treated them that way? And that's another thing, as far as the people tend to, when you find out it's someone's birthday, you treat them, so well. You compliment them, give them gifts, things like that. And the same thing if you find out someone's about to pass away. Everyone shows up, even though there's a morbid, foreboding or dread that goes along with it, people still treat that person with the utmost respect or kindness. Or if someone, is in the final stages of cancer. But I'm getting off on another tangent with that. What I'm just trying to convey is, if this was how we treated people, just imagine the difference, or the shift, as far as the course of marriage and the lack of divorce, so to speak. And I'm not saying it's a save all, but I think it's a start. And I think that's something in contemporary times in these marriages and relationships, is that we don't get into. But blessed are those who do enjoy that type of relationship with their significant other. So that's all I have to say. Hope you guys liked the video. at this time. Hopefully you can go ahead and click the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Share the video if you can. Go ahead and spread it. And, all the links are in the description. Follow me on social media, Amazon. If you got any topics you'd like me to discuss, feel free to email me. My email's in the description. I'm keeping the content coming. Thanks for all the subscribers. I'm knocking on 1,000 subs right now, so I appreciate everybody. And if you feel like it, throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. The link is in the description as well as far as donations. And remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. You guys have a good day and peace.